On behalf of my colleagues, I would like to present our work on transforming knowledge infrastructure through civil society to reduce the impact of haze in Chiang Mai. I will make a presentation based on the case of air pollution knowledge and how civil society have used it to demonstrate that the critical knowledge can be used to negotiate with authorities and make the difference. Although this process has taken quite a while, from 2007 until 2020. Here are some examples of narratives and what people perceive as the cause of haze in northern Thailand. The main cause is related to open burning of forest fire, agricultural waste, land clearing for agricultural by indigenous community, and even open-air barbecue restaurants. Haze has caused severe impact on health and drives tourism away from Chiang Mai, causing negative impacts on healthcare and also reduce income of the people. Taking a closer look at the air quality standards in Thailand, only PM10 was included since 1995 and remained unchanged at 0.12 microgram per cubic meter, then adjusted to 50 microgram per cubic meter in 2010, as well as adding PM2.5 at 50 microgram per cubic meter in 2010. Air quality monitoring is the main responsibility of Pollution Control Department, Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. This graph shows that air quality monitoring stations are unequally distributed across the country. There are some regions that lack the air quality monitoring stations, like the Western region. From 1996 to 2013, there was no air quality monitoring station, while Northern Thailand has increased the number of air quality monitoring stations from 7 in 1996 to 13 in 2008 and 18 in 2014. But it is worth noting that there are 17 provinces, which only means that there are some areas that has no air quality monitoring stations. This is the first point of discussion, whether people in each province has the right to know the air quality and protect themselves or not. In Bangkok, there are the most intensive air quality monitoring stations, while there is only one province compared to northeastern region, which has 20 provinces but only 8 air quality monitoring stations. Now let us see how the knowledge infrastructure had changed over time in Chiang Mai. In 1981, only overall particulate matters were monitored. In 1995, PM10 started monitoring with the 24 hours average at 120 micrograms per cubic meter. Then move on to 2007, the government recognized the northern haze as a national emergency phenomena. Then it took 2 years to 2009 to start imposing a ban on open burning. In 2010, PM2.5 started to be monitored in 24 hours average format according to the air quality standards. Then in 2013, PCD released Air for Thai application to provide air quality monitoring data in 24 hours average format to public, but it did not include PM2.5. With more pressure from academic community and civil society to understand the health impact, in 2005, academic community, through research work supported by the National Research Council of Thailand, developed an online website that provide hourly monitoring data of PM10 and PM2.5, and also health-related impact that has been released to the public. Next, in 2016, with pressure from civil society, they started to gather and protest against government effort in dealing with haze, showing dissatisfactions on how the government has been dealing with haze. Moving into 2017 is also an important turning point when IQ Air or Air Visual that provide low-cost air quality monitor network. So people can be aware of PM2.5 and health impact based on the WHO or World Health Organization standard which is more stringent than the Thai standard, and also started to release comparative data with air quality in other cities. Then we start seeing news in both online and in public newspaper that Chiang Mai at some point has the worst air quality in the world. Moving on to 2018, Pollution Control Department upgraded the Air for Thai application to include PM 2.5 in 24 hours format. In the same year, academic and civil society groups had initiated the Chiang Mai Air Quality Index based on US EPA standard, intensifying pressure for better air quality by academic and civil society. This is a summary of how knowledge and air quality have raised public awareness on health impact and started an alternative way to work with the government rather than protesting and pressuring the government. So from 2007, the PM 2.5 problem was recognized as a chronic issue and get more severe every year despite the government efforts. Also in 2015, easier access to such information raised awareness of the existence of PM 2.5 issues and its implication. In 2017, private sector, academic sector, and civil society, as well as public sector, demand the government to act on solving PM 2.5 issues. And 2020, private sector, academic sector, civil society, and the public sector was able to participate with local government to support them on solving the PM 2.5 issues. This is an example of how health impact information that was released to the public about fine particulate matters or PM 2.5 when enter the bodies will go straight to the lower lung and enter the bloodstream, causing kidney malfunction, high blood pressure, cardiac arrest, for example. 2019 is an important year for gathering of civil society and academic groups in Chiang Mai. When academic at Chiang Mai University discusses with Chiang Mai province governor and carry out stakeholder meeting in August 2019 to set up the Breath Council as a platform to gather civil societies, NGOs, academics to work with the local government to deal with haze. In April 2020, Chiang Mai governor made official appointment of the Breath Council representatives and academic members to work closely with Chiang Mai province in dealing with PM 2.5. The system has changed from the command and control system where only public sector or public government officials were working on PM 2.5 problem and putting out the fire to working closely with the civil societies and academic to use technical knowledge as well as network of people to differentiate how PM 2.5 can be dealt with. This issue has demonstrated that knowledge infrastructures such as the impact of health on PM 2.5 and how people perceived the government effort has changed over the time when this has become known that the government is not putting enough effort in providing health care as well as preventing the air pollution from occurring in Chiang Mai cities, then the people feel that there's more pressure that they need to take action. Then they gathered together in a form of Breath Council. The motto of the Breath Council is that we share one breath. So that's why this is a gathering of people with one common goal, the knowledge on air pollution and also different work by the government has changed how people perceived and how they want to live in the city, for example.